Hello, year 5. Today teacher Ariel is going to show you one of her favorite festa junina recipe, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope I can help you to have a very happy festa junina at home, okay? So something very important about cooking that I learned is that you need to keep your ingredients ready before starting your recipe. So here we are going to need condensed milk, a box, it's already cut, it is already open. You are gonna need some white milk, okay, but you are not gonna need the whole box. You are gonna need butter. This amount is good, or if you wanna be more precise, a spoon is good. I like to put more butter than usually is asked because butter gives a shine on your food, you know? If you think your food is looking, you put a little bit of butter and it looks like there is glitter on your food, okay? And it gives a lot of flavor. You are gonna need paçoca, and you are gonna need to break the paçoca into little scraps, okay? Very easy to make. If you don't like paçoca, you can replace the paçoca. You can put powdered chocolate, you can put coconut, you can put white chocolate, you can put lots of things. You can even put strawberry. So there are lots of things that you can put if you don't like paçoca, okay? You only replace the ingredients. The procedure is the same. So I like to melt the butter in the microwave instead of melting it on the pan. So I'm gonna put this butter on the microwave and melt it so I can mix the ingredients. Wait a moment. So, many people when they are doing the traditional brigadeiro, they mix the ingredients in the pan when the pan is already in the stove. I don't like doing that way. We are gonna learn in science that the heat, the fire, gives a lot of energy to the particles. And when the particles are full of energy, the particles, they move a lot and it's more difficult to mix them. So when you mix the ingredients out of the stove, it gets easier to find the brigadeiro texture that you want. If you mix all the ingredients in the stove, it works as well. But the chances that you have lots of big pieces of ingredients that are not mixed is huge, okay? So I'm gonna put the ingredients together. Always start with the liquid ingredients, okay? Or the ones that are closest to the liquid. Otherwise, you are gonna have particles of, for example, paçoca that are not mixed. The butter is ready. Wait. So, condensed milk. Of course, we are gonna leak what is left inside this carton. Right? So, delicious. I'm gonna get the butter. So, in 1 minute, I melted the butter, and now that the butter is liquid, it's easier to mix. This is something that we are gonna see in science as well, in the unit 2. When the particles are in the liquid state, it's easier to mix them, okay? So, butter, and then you already mix a little bit. The whipped cream, a spoon is enough. Okay. Mix, and then you put paçoca, or strawberries, or powdered chocolate, or white chocolate, whatever ingredient you want. I chose paçoca because I think paçoca really matches festa junina. But for example, if it's Christmas, you could put some strawberries or blueberries, something that matches better the holiday, right? So now, in here, I put 4 of those. If you like paçoca very much, you can put more than 4. I put 4 because I think it's balanced. So we mix, important, mix the ingredients before taking it to the stove. It helps you to get a more neat brigadeiro. You know, your brigadeiro is gonna look neat if you mix it before, because then the heat, the fire, is not gonna make your process more difficult. Let me try to show you how it looks. It's probably gonna look brownish. Okay, it's gonna look brownish. Now we put it in the stove. Low fire, that's very important. Otherwise you are gonna burn your brigadeiro. Brigadeiro, it cooks very fast. Okay, so make sure you are always close to the stove. Never leave the brigadeiro by itself on the stove because it cooks very fast. Now, it's gonna depend on how you and your family like the brigadeiro. If you like to make those little cups for parties, then you are gonna work on a more liquid brigadeiro. If you like to make the small balls with brigadeiro, you are gonna look for a more hard texture. I have a technique, I have a strategy, a trick. I make my brigadeiro not so liquid, but I also make it not so hard. Because when you put your brigadeiro in the refrigerator, it's gonna get harder. Because it's not gonna freeze, but as you change the temperature, it's gonna be closer to the solid state. So, I like to leave the texture close to liquid, not liquid, so then I can put it in the fridge and it has the perfect texture. You can already smell the paçoca. And then you can put pieces of paçoca on top of your brigadeiro, right? If you're gonna make the little cups or the little balls, then it's up to you how you are gonna decorate. Make sure you already have a plate ready, okay? When you are cooking, especially things that cook very fast, brigadeiro is something very fast, you're gonna see. It's nice that you have everything close to you, because 1 second is enough to burn the whole thing, okay? So make sure you are always mixing so you don't burn your brigadeiro, okay? And imagine you have to start all over again and go to the supermarket and buy more paçoca. Not nice. Okay? And then when it's ready, you put it here on your plate.